What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cigars and Whiskey for our next review. Today's review is going to be the Don Pepin Garcia. It is the JJ series. This is a Toro size. It is a 6x54. The wrapper is Corojo. The binder is also Corojo, and the filler is Nicaraguan. Now, this cigar is brought to you by Don Pepin. If you haven't had any of the line, they have a blue, they have a black, and they have this white series, which is a JJ series. This is made in conjunction with Pepin Garcia and his son, Jaime, who created this cigar. They are handmade cigars that are made in Miami so they can keep the quality control of the cigar. And I know they're limited in quantity, but as you can see, a milk chocolate wrapper. It's got this great little foot thing, ribbon, and man, it's a good looking cigar. And if you haven't had any of the My Fathers or any of the Don Pepin Garcia series, man, they are some good cigars. So if you haven't had one, I definitely suggest trying any of them. I have yet to have a My Father or a Don Pepin Garcia cigar that I don't like. They take a lot of pride in the way they make their cigars, and we can also see on here there is right along here one larger vein, but the seams are tight, and the rest of the veins across the cigar are minimal. They usually have that toothy, oily looking wrapper, but they're not ever hindered in the way they burn. So definitely stay tuned. We're back with our pre-draw. Into the pre-draw, I went ahead and I cut it with a straight cut. Let you know this price point on this cigar is roughly $9. It just depends on where you buy it, and as I said, depending on how limited shops have them or where they're available, they might be a little more. I know that Cigar International sells them in this size specifically. They're on back order because they're a preferred size over other ones. They have other sizes, so if you don't want something as big, you can get a smaller size cigar. It is ranked for strength wise of the cigar between a medium to a full. They put it right in the middle, so it's a high medium, a low full, so it shouldn't be too overpowering. And that Corojo wrapper and that binder is going to be a great with that Nicaraguan blend. So let's go ahead and got a great dry straw on it. Getting a little bit of like a spice on the foot to kind of gives me an idea of like maybe a pumpkin spice or something like a gingerbread spice. A little bit of sweetness, not too much, and that's what I'm getting specifically off the draw, off the foot. We're getting the real earthy tobacco profile. So let's go ahead and light it up, and I'll be right back with that first third. Welcome back, everybody, for the first third of our review of the Don Pepin Garcia JJ series. And I have to say, man, right off the bat, getting a great draw of smoke, getting a little bit of that spice that we got in the first pre-draw. There's a little bit of hint of leather, a little bit of nuttiness on the retrohale, and man, I can't, like I said, I can't complain about this cigar brand. They always seem to deliver on everything they say they're going to do. I don't hardly ever have burn issues. I don't have any issues with the ash being a pain, and the draws are always great. So definitely give hats off to Don Pepin Garcia and the My Father Company for doing what they do well. I'm going to get farther into the cigar, and I'll be back with our second third. Welcome back, everybody, for the second third of our review of the Don Pepin Garcia JJ series. In the second third, we are getting a little bit of maybe a vanilla profile on that, and a little bit of fruitiness, like a dried fruit. It's definitely a really good cigar, and I can't say enough about the brand. It's a good cigar brand. If you haven't tried them, definitely suggest you do that. But the cigar, it is burning fabulous. It's not as even as it could be. I did touch it up one time, but that's because I walked away for a few minutes and it wasn't staying lit because it's pretty cold outside, so you know, that's my own fault. So hopefully you don't have that problem. It'll just burn perfectly for you. But man, it's a good solid stick. It is probably a high medium at this point and strength wise, but man, the profiles, it just seems like they're all blending together now. Not a lot of new flavors to find, and maybe we'll have some in the final third, but stay tuned. We'll be back with that final third. Welcome back, everybody, for the final third of our review of the Don Pepin Garcia JJ series. In the final third, I am starting to notice a little more pepper on the profile, on the retrohell as well, more of a black pepper. The burn has been touched up a couple times, so if you haven't tried it, again, recommend you try a My Father or a Don Pepin Garcia cigar. They are phenomenal. And if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Always leave your comments. Thanks again for tuning in to Cigars and Whiskey. Have a great day. Have a great smoke. And I'll catch you next time.